friends, it's Austin Herr again here, and we're going to talk about different guidance correction signals on case AFS Connect vehicles. So your first question may be, what correction signal do I have, and what is the benefit to going to higher correction signals? So an easy way to test and see what you got, or if you're unsure when the time comes, is to hit this. It's the setup menu, but will commonly be referred to in the industry as the stack of cards with the up arrow. From here, you can hit activations with the key signal symbol, and it will show you your display, your PCM, and your receiver. If you click on the receiver and scroll down, it'll show you what your machine has been unlocked for. The unlock is a one-time purchase that sticks to the machine for its life. So as this one you can see here has been unlocked to high accuracy, so no unlock would be needed to go to a higher signal. From there, you can go back to the menu and go to GNSS and guidance. In here we can select our type of correction. As you can see, RTK has been turned off, and AFS corrections is also off with no subscription. This particular tractor is using an external RTK modem, as you can see here with its current configuration. If you go to your satellite, you can see what its current position is and its current correction. As you can see, we are not moving and it has no position determined. Before we were talking about different levels of correction on an AFS Connect machine. Today we'll talk about RTK and some of the different forms of corrections and how to set them up in the Pro 1200 display. If we hit the setup menu and click on GNSS and guidance, we come into our splash screen here where we show AFS corrections if you want to do AFS 1, 2, or 3. We also have RTK, so we'll click the plus sign next to that. And this particular display or receiver has been unlocked for RTK. So then here we have an option to select the correction source. So we have in-trip, external device, or AFS Vector Pro RTK radio. For guys using Digifarm, whether it's a beacon or a modem, you would select external device. For guys using Digifarm username and passwords with an active in-trip subscription, you would select in-trip. For here, you would enter your provided username and password that you would get from the dealer. After you've put in your username and password above, your server address needs to be caster.godigifarm.com and your port number is 3101. For this particular application, we are going to select our appropriate mount point, which is VBN RTCM3 NOV. Once we scroll back up to the top, we can see that our active configuration is Digi. Our correction source is in-trip, which we have no active subscription on. Up here we can see, once again, our configuration that we have loaded. And since we're on the Bane-Welker Lebanon lot, we are 0.1 miles away from the nearest base. Now we'll show what we'd be using if we had a Digifarm Elevate Slim. So click the plus next to RTK and turn RTK on. I've already loaded and named a configuration for Digifarm Slim. We'll click on our correction source and go to external device. After this has been selected, we'll get a drop down with some configurable buttons. For port setting, we'll generally plug the Elevate Slim into receiver port 2 on the cab roof. For baud rate, we need to change it to 38400. For data, none, and stop bits needs to be 1. For protocol, we want RTCM3 selected.